Okay, let me hit the record. Thank you. Okay, we're on the Dinam of Avdallah and Motzei Shabbos, Siman Tzadi Vav, Sif Vav. Misha Machal is Bal Arvas Motzei Shabbos. Let's say somebody's davening Motzei Shabbos late, Aisha Mamshich Sudasa Belayla, or his Shalosh Shuddis goes into the night. Mutulay Lomer Afiluli Yisrael Shekvar Spalo, Vehivdil Betfila. He could tell even a Yid who already davened and did Havdalah Sheyasal Melacha, he should do Melacha. Umurtulay, same way on Erev Shabbos. You make early Shabbos, you're allowed to ask a Yid to do Melacha. Umurtulay Lihanis V'lecho Mimelachtai, and you're allowed to benefit and eat from his Melacha. Afal Pisha Achar Kach Mazkir Adayin Shel Shabbos Berachas Hamazon, even though you're still going to say Ritzei. So you're allowed to be benefiting from it. Zayin Kishamoizik is a kais lavdallah. When you pour the kais of Dala, Yimalu al kol kedoisa, it should go all the way up till the brim, until a little bit gets spilled out. Right? You don't want to do too much because that's about tashkes. It's for siman bracha. You want to show that your cup overflows. But not unless the kais be yamin, you lift up the kais with your right hand. But that's like with any other bracha. And a lefty with his left hand, and the psalm is in the left hand, until after Barapri. Then you swap. You put the kais in your left hand, psalm yamin, psalm into your right hand. Notice the visamim, not bisamim, right? Because when you connect it to the yud, even though the word is bisamim, but when you connect it to a yud before, then it changes to visamim, right? Now, then you make a bracha on the ner. Then you take the kais back into your right hand, and then you say amavdil. Well, but there are different versions, different opinions of exactly whether you do it this way or not. And after you finish yoshev, you're not supposed to drink when standing up. Right? So then, now that obviously the Kitzur Shulchan is going with the shitas that hold that you're standing for Avdallah. The Litvish, because he's more on the Chassidish way, the Litvish sit for Avdallah, right? So that, and the reason to stand for Avdallah is because you're basically escorting Shabbos out, so you want to stand up. But the other sheet is then you sit down because that's what you do by brachas, right? And he should drink the whole kais himself, meaning you don't give it out. And you're supposed to make sure you drink enough that you can make a bracha achrayna. But right, first of all, you should make sure to drink first before you put out the candle. But the rest, you pour it out, and then you put out the ner. And he washes his eyes, the chiv mitzvah. Meaning, so people do to, I don't know, with the exact connection between taking the wine and putting it by your eyes. Like we said before, the minig, it doesn't say that they're going to grow beards. The minig is that they don't drink from the kais avdallah. In the psalm, you should put a little bit of pisum. Pisum, I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it's like a perfume, I think. So Allah mavarchin l'kulei alma, because of that you say barimine v'samim. Meaning, because you have all sorts, a whole complicated thing. Which type of bracha? Say atzei psalmim, mine psalmim, etc. For Avdallah, mine psalmim covers everything. But like safek brachas, you want to make sure you're doing it correctly. V'yesh likach gam hadas, and you should also take hadasim. However, v'savad be mitzvah chadazim, meaning the hadasim from Sukkot, since already had a mitzvah, l'savad be nami mitzvah acharita. So you should go do another mitzvah. Test haner mitzvah shiyeh meshava. The ner mitzvah should be made out of wax. Ezo neris kluas yachad, a bunch of neris tied together, shehu avuka, like it should be a torch, right? Because it's much stronger light. B'mein lo yivarach hashtei neris acheres. You should make a bracha on two neris. Yiskarvu yachad b'shalheves shetei avuka, that they should, and put them together that they should be a torch. V'noygen shalacha b'remeir reish nistakel b'tzipor. The meaning is you look at your fingers. Right, and why are you doing that? Your fingernails. So you're looking at your fingernails to compare them to your skin to see if the light's enough. And you should go look at your hands of the fingernails of your right hand. Gam noyegin l'stakel b'kaf yamin yad yamin. You look at the palm of your right hand. And you're supposed to bend over your four fingers over the thumb like this. L'soich kaf hayad. You're supposed to look like this, Then you stretch them out. You go like this. So that's where the minhag comes. You go like this, and then you go like this. Obviously, none of this is ma'akiv whatsoever. A blind person that can't make the bracha on ner, and somebody who can't smell shouldn't make a bracha on psamim. There's an interesting thing here. The Chafetz Chaim did not make a bracha on psamim because, so in Yeshivas Chafetz Chaim, from what I understand, they don't make a bracha ad yom hazeh because the Chafetz Chaim didn't do it. But from what I understand, the Chafetz Chaim didn't do it because he didn't have a sense of smell. Fine. Yud Aleph. If after he makes the bracha on the wine and he holds up some in his hand, right? He made a mistake. He thought he was making bracha on fire, but and within 3 seconds, niska v'siyam oid bari mine v'samim, also lay a bracha l'psamim, then the bracha works with psamim. Uvarach achar kach al ner, and then he makes the bracha on the ner. Avalim nischam birchas al ner, but if he has kavana with his bracha on the ner, also lay al ner, then it counts for the ner. Uvarach achar kach al v'samim, right? Because the ma'aseh the ner is right in front of you, right? And then you meaning it doesn't, so it's not ma'akev if you do it out of order. Yud Beis, mitzvah laharbas k'tzas b'neres motzei Shabbos. It's a mitzvah to be marbe a little bit b'neres motzei Shabbos, the lemer has miras, and to sing miras, the lavas is a Shabbos, to accompany Shabbos apah, to yosei derech covered, with derech covered. K'derech shemelaven es hamelech b'tziyasim in here, the same way you are melave the melech on when he leaves the city. Umaskirin Eliyahu Novi, and you mentioned Eliyahu Novi, Mispalan Shayabi V'Yabas Alonu HaGeula, and we daven that he should come and bring the Geula. L'fisha ein Eliyahu Baba Arvei Shabbosos, because Eliyahu doesn't come in Arv Shabbos, Shaloi Levatel Yisrael Mi'isket Tzarchei Shabbos, to not stop Klal Yisrael from Shabbos. V'gam b'Shabbos ein Misalan Shayabi Kivan She Misapkalon, Duma Yesh Tchumen L'Mal Mei Asara, because maybe Tchum is above 10. And he can't come on Shabbos. But now that Shabbos passed, then now Mashiach is eligible to come, if that's the right word. We daven he should come be vasalanu tov, and he should be masalanu tov. Vayisam medrash to b'chol motzei Shabbos Eliyahu nichnas l'Gan Eden. Eliyahu comes into Gan Eden v'yoshev tachas eitz chayim, and he sits under the eitz chayim v'kosev schusan shel Yisrael hamisharim es Shabbos, and he writes down the schusan l'Klal Yisrael who are shem Shabbos and l'chein maskirin oisei oz the tova, and then we mention him the tova. Yud Gimel. Bishav shalei yikayim sudas malava malka b'pas v'tav Shulchan. So at least for those of us that don't normally eat malava malka, at least we should do it now because we're learning about it. You should be yaitza malava malka with bread and hot food. Yisad shulchan yafa l'cover avodas Shabbos. I wish I did this. My mother does this. You masada the table nice, covered for the covered being malava Shabbos. And with candles too, like we said. And let's say somebody can't eat bread, at least eat mezainis or peiros. Somebody already make avdal. You're right. You can make avdal again for chinuch. To be might see them their chiyuv mikosher came b'shvil gadol, and of course for a gadol, like we know, the din arvas you can make havdalah on to have somebody else. That's only when they can't make havdalah themselves. But if somebody knows that he can make havdalah, then he should. Meaning, only do it for somebody who can't do it. You have to smell it. It shouldn't be rabbi. Why? That's for a person to benefit from it. That has nothing to do with the person making the havdalah. Meaning, we don't make brachas shahakol to be mighty somebody, because let them do it. But birchas mitzvahs we could do arvus, and the psamim part is not birchas mitzvahs. B'shvil nashim lechud ein lahavdil, which we discussed it in yesterday's. B'shvil nashim lechud, you should not make havdalah. Mishahivdil kfar, somebody already made havdalah. Mishum the yeshar and the peturas, because some say she is potter. Right, so therefore, because of the suffix brachas, you shouldn't do it for them, but they themselves should do it. Okay, everybody should have a good tvach and have a fine night.
Sure.